Hey guys, Ben Labadie here, and I have a big announcement, and I am with my chief strategist, Matthew Tape, and also my trainer for what we are about to announce. So if you've been following, and many of you have been, I've been doing a lot of conversations with candidates and kind of being really active in following politics lately, we're getting a lot of engagement, a lot of people following, a lot of people getting to know the candidates, which is great. So I will be announcing today that I'm going to be running. And Matt, you're going to help me run?
Yeah, I'm going to help you run.
Okay, so here's what we want to do. Here's my goal. My goal has always been, how do I engage more people in the voting process? How do we get more people involved? So one way is to encourage people to go out and vote. And the other way is how you do something yourself to do that, other than saying, hey, go vote. So we are launching the Stay In and Vote run, okay? So on October 2nd, I'm gonna run myself on foot, shore to shore. And I'm gonna run from Mitchell's Bay. I'm gonna dip my foot in the water in Mitchell's Bay, and then I'm gonna run to Erio, okay? And during that time, Matt is going to figure out a way to inform everybody to vote online during that time. Okay, so October 2nd, you can vote online, and that's what Matt's going to do, is not only train me to keep me running every day.
Yeah, try to get you to get out there and run every day.
Okay, but, and hey everybody, I'm going to say hi to a bunch of people. Dawn, how are you? Steve, Pat, Lacey, Bev, Sue, Ryan, Mark, and Sarah. So anyway, here's what I want you guys to do, is get involved yourself. So if you're a candidate out there running for council in whatever ward, I'm inviting you to participate in part of this journey, okay? And I'll get the details on exactly when to start. You can run to my home and meet people here to vote at my home. They are later. So anyway, you're allowed to bike, run, drive, or whatever for a portion of the run from Mitchell's Bay to Erio, and I'm inviting you guys to do that. So the actual distance, Pat, is 34.33 miles is what I got mapped out, which is 55.25 kilometers. Okay, so I have run 19 marathons, 150 kilometer ultra marathon, and I've also run an 87-kilometer ultra marathon as well. Now Matt himself has been encouraged to run what, one or two halves?
Two so far.
Two half marathons, which is 21 kilometers.
21 kilometers, a bunch of 10s, and too many 5s to count. So.
Now he's probably going to help me the way I helped him run his, which is just do it.
Yeah, just do it.
Just do it. Just start, and it ends when you get to the end.
Yeah, but normally you don't get this much time to think about it, though. It's normally like, what are you doing this weekend? Oh yeah, that's running. You're running a half.
Yes.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah. So Dwayne, yes, you can drive. So yeah, so it's a lot of miles. Now here's the thing. We're going to do it on October 2nd, which is a Tuesday, which is a day after online voting starts. Okay, because we want to allow a day to mess up. All right, because sometimes they mess things up. And October 2nd is a good day to promote, because go out and vote is on October 22nd.
Correct. Okay,
so stay in and vote on the 2nd, out and vote on the 22nd. So another thing is, what do we got for stats on the 2014?
2014? Let's take a look. So I believe it was like 42%.
Okay, so
you actually have it written down.
Okay,
so I have it over here.
Yeah. In 2014, there was only 42% voter turnout. Okay. Now there was one campaign that the Chatham Voice, United Way, and a company called Sticker That put on to try to encourage 50% plus one. Okay, to try to get more people voting and out and more engagement. And I think what we have now more than anything, well, that's going to be a piece of cake. Pat, it's never a piece of cake even running 10 kilometers for me anyway. It's never been easy. And when I've run marathons and that, I've done a lot of walking in marathons. So am I running the whole way? The idea is to run the whole way, but there's a good chance I'll be walking for a portion of that.
The answer is yes.
Yeah.
Who's running it?
Yes. Okay, well, my coach says I'm just running it.
Yeah.
All right. So what we want to do, and I think we're lucky to be in a pretty good position right now with engaging the candidates, engaging people to communicate with them, and really, I believe people watching have been more informed this election campaign than any other election because you're getting to meet each candidate for pretty much an hour of normal conversation, getting to know them, which is you've never had.
Yeah, we get a lot with this. We're getting a lot more people getting to know everybody. They get the chance to be able to get out and say, "Hey, this is what I'm running for. This is the kind of the thing I'm going back with." They did have that. You did talk about the 50 plus one, and the numbers went from 39% to 42% from 2010 to 2014.
Right.
I think we can probably let's get over 50% this year.
And I think it's very possible. So, are you guys comfortable? If you guys are comfortable voting online, okay, click that like button. Let me know how you feel about that. Sometimes I get a little bit kind of concerned about online voting, but I think it's a great opportunity to engage the public, the voters of Chatham-Kent more than we ever have, and getting people out to vote. So what I'm going to be trying to do, and I'll be doing some Facebook Lives, and hopefully I'll be doing Facebook Lives with candidates along the way, so that they can encourage some of their followers to get out and vote that day. And the easiest thing to do is vote online, because you can vote from anywhere. You can vote from your phone, right?
Yeah, and it's not just one day. The voting online does run from the 1st to the 14th.
Yeah.
So even if you are busy on the 2nd, you still have time to vote any of those days.
Yeah, and we're going to do a couple things to get people to know how to do the online voting.
Correct.
Just so that you guys are informed. And I know the municipality is going to do a great job of getting that out there and showing people how to do it, encouraging people to do it. But we're going to try to take even a step further to make sure people really know how to do that. So what I'm really hoping for here is participation from candidates. And if you yourself want to come out and run a portion of it or all of it, then don't be scared to join me. Probably be some cold beer at the end of it. So another thing this kind of ties into is health. Now, you've probably seen us post over and over about the 6 a.m. walk, and I take a lot of credit for it, but really Matt and Sue are the ones out there in Gloria motivating people every day.
Yeah, just about every day. Unfortunately, I have a couple of mornings where I sleep in, but that is becoming fewer.
Yeah. Yeah, so you're out there more and more. Now, I have been slacking. I've been doing some other stuff, and I haven't been able to make it to the morning as often.
Once every couple of weeks.
Yeah, 1, 2, skip a few.
Yeah, exactly.
But you know what? Chatham-Kent is one of the unhealthiest locations in Ontario. Okay, we are high in heart disease, high in diabetes, high in obesity, low in vegetable consumption. So we're really not active. So anything we can do to kind of encourage the engagement of the community, increase the idea of fitness and getting out there and moving. Sue, you're going to come? Awesome. Sue, I'll be doing a lot of walking. But I can't even keep up to you when you walk in the mornings. So yeah, I really encourage people to come out. So yeah, in 2010, 39.9% voter turnout, which is 32,398. Now we did lose a portion of the population, which equaled 32,783 people voting in 2014 for a 3% increase. Now we're going for an 8%.
Yeah, we would love to get that whole 8%, get at least 50% of the population out to vote. And with the online, it is just super easy. Like if somebody wanted to show up and you wanted to vote while he's running on the side of the road, technically could.
I might just vote on. I'll vote on the route.
Yeah.
Okay. And I usually take my kids to the polls voting, but in this case, my son Brock is probably going to be running a portion of the route with me, and I'll vote right there. Let's see what Don's saying. All the more for the Great Ontario Marathon Trail. Keep saying it, Don. The Great Ontario Marathon Trail will become a reality. Hi, Nancy. And that's the whole goal. How do we raise awareness for engagement? And you'll probably hear more people. The Great Ontario Marathon Trail, I like.
Yeah, well, it does have a nice sound to it.
It does have a nice sound to it. And again, you don't have to do it in one day once it's complete, because Don said he's going to get on there and complete it and make sure that's the name of it. So what do you guys think? How can we engage more people with voting? Because, when is it? The online voting.
The online voting starts October 1st
Okay.
to the 14th.
So on the 2nd, after a day after we allow for mess ups,
Yeah.
we'll do it, and hopefully that kind of keeps promoting till the 14th. So hopefully we raise awareness and what you can do to help. I love your enthusiasm and energy, gentlemen. Keep up the good work. And Matt's got a lot of fun stuff planned for the training of this.
We're going to have some little videos, little kind of promos. I originally thought of doing one that we would actually have a race to see if you could finish it before one person could vote, but seeing it so quick and easy to vote.
Yes.
I don't even know if you would make it out of Mitchell's Bay before that would happen. So.
And we want that to happen.
Exactly.
And then I think I'll be wearing a pink suit at one point.
Yeah, we're gonna get the Mike Tyson Punch-Out tracksuit.
Yes, the Mike Tyson Punch-Out tracksuit from, what was that, Nintendo?
Yes,
Back in the
Nintendo.
day. Oh yeah. When is it? Squirrel. Matthew to the rescue. October 2nd. So stay in and vote October 2nd. Get out and vote October 22nd. So that's kind of how we kind of see things, and luckily that just sounds better. Mm-hmm. Do you guys like the sound of that? Stay in and vote October 2nd. Mm-hmm. And again, you can vote probably at work and that everywhere. Hi. Hey Nancy, how are you?
Hey.
So tell me your thoughts, and also I'd also like to ask you guys, what are you thinking about these online conversations I'm having with the candidates? I've had a little bit of pushback on the idea that I do share my opinion, which is very, very true, and I'll probably keep on doing that, but I do allow for any candidate to answer any way which they want. And a lot of them, some of them agree, some of them don't agree, and that's great. But I usually, my two issues that I'm passionate about are the sports complex, which many of you know, and the Great Ontario Marathon Trail, taking that rail to making it a trail. So those are the only kind of opinions I kind of will promote, and that's me, myself, promoting them. And I want you guys to promote your own ideas. So, hey Henry, got your message, and yes, we will sit down for a conversation, my friend. What will, the candidates need to know what you are thinking for ideas, and I think this is the best time.
Yeah, if anybody has any ideas, anything, toss them out there. Send Ben either a message or something. If you've got questions that you want to know from some of these candidates, let us know. I'll pass it along to Ben and give him some ideas. There's only so much you can talk about in an hour, and sometimes when you go into it, you don't have a whole lot to do to start off with. So it's not really pushing ideas, it's more of starting a conversation.
Yeah, and also if you go back to watch some of the conversations with candidates and ask them in the comment section, they will answer. They have been, and it's hard, let me tell you guys. Yeah. How does it feel kind of sitting here? Is it a little nerve-wracking?
It's a little nerve-wracking while you're sitting here, but afterwards, it's hard to come up, sometimes it's hard to come up with an answer right away, right off the fly, especially when it's just like a conversation that you're having with people. Afterwards, you have the whole comment section to just go back, and most of them have been. I've been watching that. Most of them have been going in there and answering everybody's questions, so definitely toss them out there, even in the replays. Yeah.
Well, the replays where there's thousands of people doing it. And again, the candidates, it's not easy for a candidate for council or mayor to sit here and just get peppered with questions that they don't even know. Yeah. Like if they've watched the way I do it, they know some of the stuff I'll bring up, and the whole thing I'm trying to do is trying to just get to know them, right? So there's no try to stump them on anything. The whole idea is so that you can ask some questions that you care about, and there's some questions that you may have seen me kind of skip, and that's because I don't like the negativity. The ones I've seen are great. Of course, you're going to mention your issues, so should all voters in the municipality. Thanks, Bill. And again, that's what we want people here to do is express your opinions, your ideas, and the more we kind of become engaged, the more success others are going to have. I always vote, but this time well informed. Thank you for these interviews. I think it's not only okay for you to voice your opinion, but it's a good example. And that's another thing I want people to do is they see me expressing my opinion or something I want, and it allows you guys to do the same thing, and I want you guys to do the same thing. Love that 2 candidates have come out to talk during their 6 a.m. walk. Thanks, Don and Toyin. Yeah, we do have candidates now coming out, walking with us in the morning. I missed Toyin coming out, but I caught Don the one day when I came out, and that's great. So again,
Don's actually been out a few times.
Don has been out a few times. I wonder if they keep on coming back.
Yeah.
You know, it's hard to get the candidates coming back after the election, right? But by then it'll be October 22nd. It'll be a little cold.
Yeah, normally we kind of cut off the walking by then. It's just too cold.
Yeah.
But we can move it to if we had a sports complex.
You know, if we had a sports complex, we could do it year-round indoor.
Yeah.
Good stuff. Hey, so what do you guys have? Darren Kenneth did very well. He had a lot of energy and passion. Yep. And Tiffany, Darren did great. And it's always, because I haven't really met these people too much before, and I've liked everybody. And the feedback I get from people that message me privately or text me after is they like everybody. So that was, it's very interesting because when people think politics, especially when come election time, you'll see a lot of negativity, no matter what election, no matter where. And for the first time, I'm seeing pretty much nothing but positive, because people aren't reading a little snippet in the paper. They're not just listening to a little radio piece. They're actually getting to know how somebody sits there and talks. And I loved how Don, even the other day, he got relaxed. Just turned into a human, and just like everybody else. And it was really pretty cool to see how people react to others when they're relaxed, having a good, okay conversation. Love how he got Karen turned to at least consider the sports complex. And Bill, it's our job as voters to hold our future councillors, our future mayor, and our MPPs accountable. And a lot of time, if we voice our opinion, we make their job easier because they know what we want instead of guessing at what we want and not getting the feedback and going about something that not everybody wants. But you have to voice your opinion. That's what I'm trying to do. Matt, what do you want? Do you like this Great Ontario?
I think it's a great idea because definitely it's something we should use that for, other than what it's currently being used for, which is nothing.
Yeah.
I live over there near a section of it, and I've thought about walking down there a few times.
Yeah.
But that section between McNaughton and Grand Ave is so overrun right now, and it doesn't seem safe to go down there. But it would definitely be nice to actually have, if there was a path down there, it would be a lot more welcoming.
I think technically it would be trespassing at this point, no?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Except for the section where the bridge is, nobody ever seems to listen to that point.
And I think I've seen e-bikes going on that.
Yeah, there was an e-bike that went across it the other day. So.
It's great to see younger candidates like Melissa running for council. She was fantastic. And she was very well spoken. A great speaker, answered a ton of questions, and she brought me jam. Homemade jam from her garden, which was
I didn't bring you anything.
Matt didn't bring me anything.
Yeah.
I had to buy my own coffee.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I want to hear your opinions on anything. So, yeah, this week we have tomorrow. Who do we have tomorrow? What did I say? I forget who we got tomorrow. Anybody remember who we got tomorrow? Matt's going to pull it up. But we got Carmen McGregor from Ward 5 on Wednesday. Nick Cadott from Ward 5. We have Kirk Hooker on Thursday from Ward 6. We have, what else? Trevor Thompson from Ward 2 on Wednesday. And Don Sparky Leonard tomorrow at 4 p.m. So, yeah, it's Tim's, your official sponsor. I'm going to have to get a coffee sponsor, Bill. That's a good idea.
You're not holding the coffee right to get a sponsor.
So
technically, you'd have to have like a little section here where the coffee cup would be pointing forward.
Yeah.
And then you'd have to fix the camera so it wasn't having the picture backwards.
True. But we're going to try and track down a coffee sponsor.
Yeah.
And when is the Run Walk Adventure? It's October 2nd.
Yeah.
That's when we're doing this. Will any of you guys be out there running or walking or enjoying a cold, tasty beer at the end? Because I believe, hopefully, Bayside will be open and I'll be having a cold beer there.
I'm hoping that will be open. And if any of the candidates or anybody wants to come join Ben, you can message one of us and I will tell you where he is, and you can just show up and run a mile with him, run a kilometer with him, whatever you want to do.
Yes, and at the same time, we want you to kind of vote, right?
Yeah, you can come, show up, vote.
Yeah, and
while you run.
Well, you know what? The thing is that you don't even have to vote that day. But if you're out that day, I'm pretty sure you're going to vote at one point.
Oh, yeah.
But the whole idea is to encourage others, your friends, to get out there and show how easy it is to vote. Mm-hmm. McDonald's coffee, hands down. So Mike Krell's running as well. Mike's going to be on here at one point talking. Yeah, so...
Well, it's kind of the day and age, right? Everything's all social media and so on and so forth. The best part of being able to get the word out for voting is to tell everybody.
Yeah, and it's as simple as hitting that share button.
Yeah.
Right? And especially for the candidates, if you support one of your candidates, hit that share button. If you support your candidates, go out and volunteer for them. Put a sign in your front yard and help canvass, because that all helps get voter turnout. The more energy there is out there, the greater chance of a higher voter turnout. So we need more energy. We need to share that energy, and we need you guys. Like, you guys are watching this. We need you guys to kind of get out there and tell others to participate in the action. And again, we got more and more interviews lined, or I call them conversations rather than interviews, lined up over the next few weeks, and that'll be more. And we'll have people coming back to kind of let us know how they're doing in their campaign, what they're hearing, because you'll hear more of topics come up as the campaign gets on, as other people have issues. I know we'll be discussing a lot of different issues on Wednesday with regards to Wallaceburg and regards to water, something that we haven't talked a whole lot about. So it's going to be very exciting. If you guys know somebody that doesn't know about these conversations and they're running for council somewhere, let them know, because it's hard for me to reach out to everybody. Most people just kind of reach out to me now, but some people actually don't know.
Yeah,
so
if you know or if you have a candidate that you definitely want to be able to see on here, let them know.
And as well, if you run a small business and you want to chat about the struggles or challenges that you face and what you would like to see happen, reach out to me so we can talk about this, so I can ask more questions. And if you guys have questions that you don't think I'm asking, feel free to private message me, text me, and so on. So I think, so the whole thing, October 2nd, stay in and vote, or come out and run with me. Okay. And Matt, are you going to be posting some
I'll be posting some
progress
live
reports?
We'll probably have a couple of lives in between while you're running. We're going to get the gimbal out and kind of like, so we have proof. So it's not like, hey, Ben was at Mitchell's Bay putting his foot in. The next picture you see is you putting your foot in, here you go. Because, no.
Although we're
going to have live video for every once in a while.
Yeah. So if you guys want to run a kilometer with me, let me know. And we'll have some training reports, right?
Yeah, we're going to do training reports.
And that will be Matt on the training report, because you'll be watching me. I'll be running.
Yeah.
So that'll be fun. So that's about it. All we wanted to do is share today. Matt, how do they reach you on? You're on Instagram mostly, right?
I'm on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, you name it. Just find Matthew Tape.
Okay, so are you gonna be taking a lot of pictures of the training?
I'm gonna be taking pictures and video of the training. We're gonna try to put the little montage together.
So how do you get a hold of you on Instagram? Because I know you're on Instagram the most.
Yep, it's at mtapester.
Okay, you'll post that in here?
Correct.
Okay, so yeah, that's about it. And again, I hope this helps. We don't know if it ever will help increase voter turnout, but that's the idea. That's a goal that we want to accomplish. And if we reach enough people and you share this with others and other candidates get involved, or organizations get involved, we don't have to raise any money for anything. We don't need sponsorships for anything, because really it's just running. If somebody does want to buy me a beer at the end, I'm not going to say no.
Yeah, or Tim Hortons wants to support us.
Yeah, so That's about it. Okay, guys, it'll be 55.25 kilometers from Mitchell's Bay to Erio. I'm going to dip my foot in the water and dip my foot in the water at the other side, and that's going to be October 2nd. And the whole idea is to get as many people using the tool of online voting as we can that day, or at least make them knowledgeable on how to use that. It's so easy to vote, there's no excuse for people not voting. You know, Bill, it is easy to vote, but not everybody knows that it's that easy. So it's easy to do, sure enough, but it's not as, not everybody is well aware of it. So that's our idea, is how do we make it people more aware of how easy it is, and then show them how to do it. And then hopefully on the 1st, we'll be able to walk people through on how exactly to do it through their phone or through a computer.
I'm sure between when you start running and when you're done, we'll have many of attempts of showing people how to vote.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right, so I think that's about it. Matt, thanks for coming on. You're going to see a lot more of Matt, and he posts a ton of pictures on Instagram, so make sure you friend him on here.
Yeah, friend me on here. I'm going to start posting more on Facebook as well. A lot of these updates and stuff I'll try to post across many different places, so there's no excuse of not seeing your progress.
Awesome, and if anybody wants to join that progress, it is healthy for you to get out and run. And again, I don't run fast. I just kind of putt along, and I'll get to the end at one point, right? Because
we don't know what time you're starting yet. That is to come. That
is to come, starting, and hopefully we do finish. Okay.
Yeah. Oh,
so thanks everybody, and I hope I have your support. And that's about it. And we will talk to you guys later. I'll see you tomorrow when I talk with Don Sparky Leonard. Have a great night.
See ya.